is.
I said a long, long time ago, in a galaxy far away. Gather around, my little comments. I'm gonna tell you about the universe. There's nebula, black hole, supernova. So, you better hop on the Enterprise. You better hop on the Enterprise. I said you better hop on the Enterprise. Cowboy Bebop space standing up in his mother father. To the right, bring it up above. We gon' boogie all night. To the left, better roll to the right. Better roll to the right, bring it up above. We gon' bring it up above. We gon' boogie all night. We gon' boogie all night. Shake it to the left, shake it to the left. Better roll to the right, better roll to the right. Bring it up above. We gon' boogie all night. Boogie all night. Shake it to the left, better roll to the right. Bring it up above. Gonna be a space cadet. Get your asteroid supernova. How you gonna be a space cadet? Get your asteroid supernova. Are you gonna be a space cadet? Or get your asteroid supernova? Just who the hell do you gonna be a space cadet, or get your asteroid supernova. And that's why I think I'd be a perfect candidate for Star Labs.
I bring chaos, I bring destruction. My ion body is invincible mind. My heart is dead, I lack compassion. But I will tell you what it means to fight. I love darkness, I loathe the light. My medium strike makes life disappear. Black holes shall vicious, but what about you? I'm so badass, what about you? Are you badass? Are you badass? Are you? Are you? Are you badass? Are you badass? Are you badass? I'm wearing armor, don't call me Vader. I kill you promptly, my strengths are quick. They claim I'm evil, of them I'm tired. I'm better than all, you're pathetic. Yeah, poor malice, my soul pitch black. One star blue moon, your fall. I'm Hero Bozu, I'll take you down and back. Green and yellow comet, I'll kill you all. I'm so evil, but what about you? I'm so cool, but what about you? I'm so vicious, but what about you? I'm so badass, what about you? Are you badass? Are you badass? Are you? Are you? Are you badass? Are you badass? Are you badass? You're so evil, but what about you? You're so cruel, but what about you? You're so vicious, but what about you? You're so bad, but what about you? Are you badass? Are you badass? Yeah, yeah. Are you badass? Fucking badass. Yeah, yeah.
だけ
Broadcasting live from the Psychoustics Engineering Laboratory deep in the heart of the Hypercore in the Hypercube Laboratory, Sub-Basement 27, Chamber of Solitude. This is time for the show, your weekly Hypercubist Radio Ministry update. I'm Dr. Fox, your host, coming to you from the engineering lab right here in the sub-basement, broadcasting live on freethinkradio.com, as well as youtube.com/hypercubego. If you'd like to join in, head on over to timefortheshow.com, click the Discord button. You can jump into the Hypercom like my good friend Squeezy Easy Reverend Peasy. How you doing, Peas? What's up? What are you doing this week?
Hi, kids! Welcome to the show.
Yeah, we got one humdinger of a hoo-ha ready for you,
Exciting.
all wrapped up here, and it's an exciting evening here in the studio as well. Introducing you once again to Reverend Flux Rutenberg on the stick, everybody.
Fluxmeister.
There we go. Nailed it.
There we go. Took me.
Nailed it. And hiding back
Perfect.
in underneath the Peas window there. At the news anchor producer desk extraordinaire Aster 6. She don't want to be on the camera. She's not that kind of movie star. But Peas is that kind of movie star, aren't you, Peas? You're just so excited that you're able to tell everybody that you're a big, famous, handsome movie star now.
He's a movie star now.
Well, am I though?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
movie
I've got your
would I have
autograph.
seen you in?
In fact, I have several things I'd like for you to sign.
What movies have I been in?
Yeah, that's my question.
Fisting Fireman 8. I didn't see 1 through 7. That's a stolen bit. That's stolen as hell. What was that from? That was South Park.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Man, took me a little bit. It's been a while.
Yeah.
good one.
They got a new
That's all right.
special coming out.
We
I'm
all do it.
really excited about this one. So we really needed that last one. We really needed that one. That last one. I'm excited for that, which means it's time for my favorite part of the show. It's Cube News, all the news that's fit to Cube.
Cube news.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get those headlines to you, tell you about all the exciting happenings over at Hypercube Labs in our engineering departments and research and development. And boy, oh boy, or really should I say them, oh them, they have been hard at work over there, and we are really grateful for that to come through. Man, and you know, I always lose the idea on the YouTube that I could show these things, and actually no, I have one in the other room. I'll show it after the commercial break. But we have new stuff available at hypercubego.com, and that is if you are registered in our Journeyman program. So right now I have sold out of all of the Journeyman kits that I have made so far. So thank you very much to everybody that has jumped on the Hypercube bandwagon. You obviously know that you're doing the right thing, and we applaud your efforts.
Don't think.
Don't think. That's absolutely right. So I've got more kits up in the works. Now, if you are registered in the Journeyman Resource Program, let's see. Now this was on my other note block. Let's take a look at that. So this month, pylon extensions seem to be resonating from appliances, kitchen appliances, dishwashers, refrigerators. So if you have a Hypercube Reality Augmentation Decal Stabilizer, just slap one of those on a refrigerator or a
Right on there.
dishwasher or on both, and you instantly
Any kind of
convert them to pylons immediately, and then post the pictures in the Journeyman Resource Center. Each one will get you 1,000 qubits, and I'll say only one Journeyman turned in their bonus points last month when guitars were eligible.
that?
Well,
Who was that?
you'll have to log into the forum and see for yourself. So visit hypercubego.com. Remember, you can use qubits and redeem them for things that you would normally get in the membership kits, like rads and hollow foil decals and the buttons, which you can now get the buttons and the decals and everything else at a slightly higher price than you can as a journeyman at hypercubego.com. So you can enter the plebe level, and you can head on over to packslack.com and take care of yourself.
Where?
You can get on over to packslack.com and pick up your Hypercube merch and your Triology soaps. We went out on the streets yesterday. You know, Dr. Fox does a lot of his best work on the streets. And we showcased some Triology soaps and several new things. I actually have a lot of cool stuff in the car. This is something that we have here, the new big "Don't Think" sign. Look at that. Isn't that nice?
Good sign.
It's a great sign. Let's see if I can. Yeah, there we go. Looks really nice. The big road sign there.
It is beautiful. It's beautiful yellow field with the traditional circle and slash of universal no.
Yeah, it's
with
been a
the
long
emblem
time since I've developed anything in color.
Don't think.
So this is
Underneath
this
it.
is big.
It's a fabulous piece of art.
18 by 24 inches. I'm working on a better one. But yeah, we're looking at going back to the sci-fi racket and conventions. That's really, I think that's where we're going to start looking at going towards again. I want to take Triology soaps on the road, as well as time for the show and everything like that. Need to get stuff out there and stuff moving. So Ferg and I were talking about going to a science fiction convention in a couple of weeks and seeing if we can sell soaps in the artist alley. I think
it's funny,
it's
but
totally
they actually have science conventions now, where people need to be convinced of things of a scientific nature, and they gather them all together in this big convention hall. So it's not. I'm not so sure that you misspoke, but you may want to clarify which convention type you're going to, and that both do.
The one with all the cat boys. We're going to the one with the cat boys piece.
Okay.
It doesn't matter what your beliefs are, as long as you have those ears. Ooh woo. Can you give me just a little ooh woo, Peas? Just a little ooh woo, right into the microphone. Just a little ooh woo. Come on, give me just one little ooh woo, Peas. One time for the people, Peas. Please, Peas. One time for the people. Just one time for the people. Ooh woo, Peas, please. Just ooh woo, Peas.
Yeah, the
ooh woo. No, but you gotta pull your
why-
hands
what's
up.
the
You gotta pull your
significance
hands
of the
up.
Oh no, that's too far.
And you got cool.
I'm not doing
Pull them
that.
in.
Don't
Pull
do
them
it.
in.
I'm
Can you
not
purse
doing
your
that.
lip? Are your teeth in?
Hold.
It's a trap. It's a trap.
Which brings us to my favorite part of the show. Do you have any news, Peas? Do you want to tell anybody anything? Any big revelations, big reveals this week?
Well, no.
No? Well, then I guess it's on to my favorite part of the show. It's the PSO box, where we answer your actual letters. I keep pointing to the camera that's not there. I need to point at this camera where you are, because that's who I'm talking to. Everybody else thinks I'm talking to them. I'm really talking to you. All right. Okay, so here we go. Dear show, if a feminist was holding a sign saying she wants you to make her a sandwich, is she just panhandling? And that's from Lorena Bobbitt of Asheville, Carolina. Peas?
Could you?
Does a feminist know what a sandwich is?
Ooh, man, where's
What's
the
a
food?
sandwich, Peas, but just a little bit of oppression between some bread and Dijon mustard? What's on your sandwich of oppression, Peas?
It's not. I mean, like what's my favorite sandwich?
Sure. Instead of asking you what makes you a good feminist, Peas, I'd rather know what's your favorite sandwich.
Well, I'm going to tell you, roast beef is my favorite sandwich because I think it is the great equalizer amongst the genders of sandwiches.
As long as you get a good spread on
has
there,
something-
I think it's the most.
It has something that
sandwich
everybody
you
can identify
I don't know.
with.
Feminists are kind of
Much
hard
like
to
my-
spread. Yeah.
As long as you use Beaver brand extra hot creamy horseradish on it,
Yes.
it's going to be delicious.
Stop plugging that horseradish brand
It's
that's
a good
not
brand.
paying
I've
us.
seen the light. It's a good brand.
What's
It's
so great about
award-winning.
it? You guys
just
love it
really
so
hits
much.
You in the nose.
Since 1929.
I guess it's darn good, huh?
It's
It's a
definitely
condiment.
old-fashioned. Like it's that chunky horseradish. That's the kind you gotta get.
No, it's creamy. It says right on the label, dude, creamy.
Yeah,
Let's
but
not
there's
get
like
carried away with
chunks
the
of
description.
horseradish in it.
Oh, but they're creamed up.
Well,
It's
yeah,
the
but
cream of the
but there's
horseradish.
It's still like a nice.
Horseradish
chunky
isn't
blend.
creamy. That's the thing, though. There's no such thing as like a creamy
Well, they mix it with,
horseradish.
like mayonnaise or something.
Yeah, well then
Not-
it's like,
not-
well then it's
not
a
with
sauce.
that attitude.
Then it's a sauce.
Yeah, it's
Look, they take
Beaver's brand.
the essence of the oils of the horseradish after going through an intensively award-winning process.
a creamy
then they
process.
Get that into the creamy part, and that's how they make the condiment. And they've been doing this since 1929, the Beaver brand boys. And so I think they know how to handle their sandwich spreading. In my
Can't
opinion.
argue with that, I guess.
They're darn good. Dear show, my girlfriend doesn't seem to respect me. Why? I recently got into a relationship with a girl. I really like her and things are going well, but last night was a bit strange to me. All of my guy friends were partying and drinking together in a flat, and I didn't go because I didn't feel like it, so I stayed alone in my room. I wanted to see my girlfriend, but she had a friend seeing her, so I didn't want to disturb. After 3 hours had gone by, I realized she had gone and met my guy friends to drink and didn't tell me. Not once did she seem to think about me or where I was at all and try and get me to join her, and when I phoned her, she declined my call. I ended up going to the flat and left early because I didn't feel comfortable around the drunk people. Not once did she ask me if I was okay at all. She didn't see me after, and she barely spoke to me during the time I was there. This has really upset me. Am I an arsehole for not telling me about this? Peas, I know you love to help the kids.
Jesus Christ, that's that
Oh,
kid ever hear
this
of a
guy,
loaded
what a
question?
He's a
what a
good
train
kid.
wreck you are.
You know, this year,
He's a
give
train
her
wreck.
what she deserves.
You made a problem for
Distance.
yourself. You made a problem for yourself, young man. You made a problem for yourself. First of all,
You've chosen
tell
not to
from the
drink,
tone
so you've removed yourself
and
from
the
all
grammar,
social life.
but more importantly, he's English. He talks about flats and arse and all that shit.
I
This
know,
guy's
isn't it?
in England.
You can't help
You're
it
not
that you're
allowed
that
to
you're that you're English.
They
We
have-
can help it.
They have alcoholic anonymous meetings in pubs in England. Okay,
Well,
you
yeah,
have
it's a
to. You
normal
can't just
thing
sit in
over
your
there.
room. Of
People
course,
You know,
Of-
they're used to
of
drinking.
course,
over
the
there.
girl went out with your friends, and of course, she didn't give a shit about you because she was having a good time. And if you keep up this kind of sad sack behavior, you're gonna miss out on having a girlfriend too. So you better get to liking that room, brother.
Mm-hmm. Amen, peace. You know what? That's a. I think everybody can get an agreement on that.
Oh,
Yeah,
people are
well,
feeling
why are you-
sorry for me
yeah.
that I'm sitting in my room.
Like,
That's what your letter
just
says.
remember, your
Why
friends,
isn't
your friends were
everybody
having a good
focusing
time
on me
without
sitting
you.
in my room?
That speaks more about you than your
Yeah,
friends.
absolutely. All of your friends sound like I'd rather hang out based on this. I'd rather hang out with this guy's friends than him.
Oh yeah. After reading that long-winded paragraph of a question, Jesus Christ.
All right.
TLDR me.
Arsehole.
Is she just if she's just is she just panhandling? You get it because
I mean,
she's
it
a
would be a
feminist.
good letter.
She's got
It
a
would be- it
sign.
would be
Is
a
she
good
just
letter.
Bring
panhandling?
it
It would
back.
be a good letter.
That was a
It'd be
good
good
one.
letter if
That was a good letter.
Oh, and she blew all my friends. Should I be annoyed? You know, but it doesn't even have a no. It's got nothing, dude. You sat in your room like a little baby and wondered why your friends and girlfriends didn't, whine and beg you to come out. They asked you to go out once. You said no. They respected your choice. Sounds like you got better friends to you than you are to them. Oh, my friends respected my choice not to bother me because I said I was going to stay in. Okay, you know, this letter's angered me.
You seem like it. I got out. We went out and like sold on the sidewalk yesterday. That's what I went and did.
That's fun.
Just to get out,
Yeah,
just to
man.
go and do something. And I was drinking heavily while doing it.
Well, that's how you do it.
Yeah. And,
Were you wearing a mask? Did you wear the mask of protection?
unless I was outside drinking, yeah, I wore the mask.
All right, that's good. Gives you a +7 roll, you know.
All right. Last question. Dear show, my mind has to constantly be stimulated or else I'll get anxious or depressed. Why does my mind have to be constantly stimulated or entertained? I'm someone or something is not entertaining me. My mind will wander off and start becoming anxious or depressed. Is this normal or is this a mental health problem? Well, that's easy. We got the mental health music.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Let me
let's
get
put that-
Let me get something moody here.
Yeah.
No, that's terrible.
Yeah, they're a little too moody.
The secret to your success, my young friend,
Nah,
is what's
nah.
happened here.
See, I'm not a depressed guy.
Is
I don't
that-
make depressed music.
You're
Oh, yeah,
running
that's
out of
fine.
things to.
Cheer them up then. You got
Oh,
a
cheer-
preset?
Oh, I got a preset.
Yeah. Get one of those pads. Check it
We
out.
need
We've got
to
the
send.
pads.
We need to send this young man pamphlet
We need, yeah,
number
this guy
one
needs to get down with it because he's
from
totally
Hypercube.
missing out. These are the kind of questions that we get sent all the time and we just don't know how to handle.
Don't
Because,
think. Don't.
you know,
That's all the guy tells us.
you're
Wait,
not,
think.
you're going way past what you're supposed to. I mean, it's right here. It's on the walls. You know, don't think, don't think. You know, that's just
Cheer up,
really
man.
important. Yeah, if you don't think, you will cheer up. Things will work out for you.
don't have to
Things
worry
get
about
better
things.
for you. Things will be easier
Who-
for you when you just start to don't think. Of course you're.
Who wrote the letter? Who wrote the letter?
I think that was
who wrote the letter?
Gilbert Gottfried.
Matthias A.
of,
Methine. I think it's Matthias M. Amphetamine.
Matthias Amphetamine
Yeah.
of Illinois.
Of Evansville, Indiana.
Bless this meth. I don't know if I've seen anybody do that yet, but I know I feel like that one's mine. I really do feel like bless this meth is mine because I've been using that one for a while. I admitted to stealing a joke earlier in the show, but god damn it, when I know I think
You
I've
did.
got one, I've got to.
What's
I'm
your
trying,
sandwich
I'm
for
trying.
this
Right,
one?
man.
Sometimes. Well, that's what. That's the
I want
whole
my
purpose of
sandwich-
doing
I want my sandwich
Hypercube
for
is
that
to
one.
put a trademark symbol on everything. You
There you
know. Hey man, that's intellectual property, yo. It's time for my favorite part of the show. That was a good letterbox.
Yeah.
I liked that one today.
Maybe we could corner the meth humor market.
I don't know. Bryan Cranston seems to have gotten a lot of that.
Didn't work out well for him.
Oh yeah. Could you only imagine? That's what I want to do. Is I want to find. Yes, we need to produce a television series piece, and we need to make sure. Here's what we do: we buy a house, right? We have to buy a house.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know, we film 4 or 5 seasons of this television show, and get it out on cable TV, and get everybody watching. And they go, oh yeah, it was a great TV show. But then at the end, we show this house, you know, in every episode, and it's like, you know, it's like, okay, well, that's it, the show's over. But the house is a real house. And so, of course, fanboys and weird looky-loo tourists who have nothing better to do come and track down the house. That's what they do to that Breaking Bad house. They do it to that. Ernest Saves Christmas
Charge
was
your
filmed
money.
here in Orlando. I know where Ernest's house is.
Is it close by?
Well, we couldn't walk to it, but we could drive there. We could
Oh,
drive there. We could be at Ernest's house in 5 minutes.
Wow.
You know?
That close.
Can you knock on the door and say, "Is Ernest there?" and run away?
Well, Ernest is
Or
dead,
can you give him like $5?
so that would be
Can you give him like
sacrilegious.
$10? They'll walk. Will they let you walk through the place for $10?
They ought to.
Depends on the owners, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, but you see, that's
That's
the
what I would-
idea. Is so now we've got this house that's been on TV.
Yeah,
It
you
doesn't
can
matter
just- you
whether
can
the
buy
show
that
was
house.
good or not. Everybody recognizes the house. Like, who the fuck watched the Brady Bunch?
Oh,
Who
dude.
watched the Brady Bunch? I remember it being on. I remember it coming on. But I don't ever remember saying, you know what, I'm going to sit my ass down today and watch myself a 2-hour block of the Brady Bunch.
That sounds like hell, honestly.
But I can
I
remember
did.
exactly what
I
that
did.
house looked like.
Hmm.
And if I heard
That's
that
what
was
we have for
that
TV.
house right over there, that's the house from the Brady Bunch, that's where I'd go. Everybody's yelling at me. What do we
Just
got?
telling
over
you.
here?
You know where I'd go?
I watched all them shows.
Well, that P's your boomer.
Watched
You-
both.
Goonies
Yeah.
house, Scalpod
I-
posting, yeah, the Goonies house and
I
stuff like
watched-
that.
I
So now
watched-
we've got this house,
I watched.
and exactly, we
Bozo.
just set up a gift shop inside the house, and it's like, welcome, you made it to the house. Here's a postcard from the house, and we'll be billionaires, Peas. It's the best in tourist attractions. You're getting exactly, it's like, oh, we went and saw the house from Breaking Bad. Oh, did you go inside of it? No, somebody lives there. Wow, that must be really irritating to live there and have people coming up and knocking on your door every day and going, you got any meth? You know?
What if we bought houses? What if we just buy famous houses that are already famous, and we just buy those houses and we turn all of those into museums, and then we don't have to do the show.
Well, then we're flipping.
Oh,
Because then we're
no,
flipping.
no,
Because
that's
no, we will
too
have to do the
boring.
show because then we'll have
Yeah.
to get a series on
Museum
HGTV
flippers.
and we'll have to do
We
it
can
every
do a
week for the
show
rest of
called
my life.
Museum
P's,
Flippers.
that sounds like you
That'll
thought
be the
about
show.
something.
That'll be the show, though. Think about it.
Yeah, that's the
Museum
show we
flippers.
need. But we'll
buy
base
the
it out of
houses,
this other house.
We'll, buy
We'll
the
have
houses,
the house that we
and we'll
do all
make
of
them
our
into
operations
museums,
out of.
and we'll do it
And they'll
from
say,
this
oh,
house
there's the
that
house
we bought.
from McMansion Flippers with Peas and
Museum
Fox.
flippers.
This
Yeah.
is good. This is
Yeah.
good. I like this. I like this. People are disgusting and houses are stupid. Do you know how stupid
Netflix
houses
is calling me
are?
right now.
They are so fucking
Netflix
stupid.
is calling me
You
right
know,
now.
The main
All of the-
reason
I
why
got
they're
Netflix
stupid-
on the other. I got
Well,
Netflix
you know, I
on the
got
other
like my
line.
dad. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'd love for you to own a home," and I'm like, "But yeah, didn't you just have like your air conditioner go out and you have to pay out of your pocket for that? You got to paint it every 5 years and stuff like that."
Replace the roof.
I'm renting. I'm starting to wonder like what are the advantages to home ownership?
Well,
And
it is yours.
it is yours, but it's
I've
also
seen-
every
I've never-
pain in the ass. Yeah, so eventually you do
Yeah,
buy into it.
yeah.
You do buy into it. You own it, and you can sell it, and maybe you can make your money back off
yeah,
of
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
It's not like real estate's going to go down anytime soon or anything like that. It's not like all of our money is going to be completely worthless.
Not
Man,
with
I'm
that
excited for
attitude.
the future.
But no, we rent out several facilities. You know, I feel like if I owned anything, it would be just a pain in the ass. Like I own my car, but I don't. I don't own my house. But I feel like that's a lot easier because when I have a problem, I can just make a phone call. It just seems simpler to
Who
me.
you gonna call? Who you gonna call?
Roto Rooter.
You just said Car Busters.
The I don't know what that is.
Car busters.
Robots.
When your
We're
car's broke
lagging. We're
down
lagging.
Yeah, what?
and you're looking all around, who you gonna call? Car Busters.
Now,
I
Peas,
think that's
we-
copyrighted.
It's a
We
play
could
on
have gone.
Ghostbusters.
We could have gone so far without having to drag out a Ghostbusters reference / parody song. I don't know what we can
Well,
do
that's-
now
Come
except
on.
you should, that lag. Like I'm getting a notice that we're getting skipped frames and everything. I was talking to a sub genius today. 99% of our frames over a minute ago didn't make it through. We're just dragging through. This is why we need that Patreon money. So we got to hurry up and get like the Patreon shout outs, stuff like that.
Video,
Thank everybody.
is the audio good?
The audio seems fine. We've been doing regular sound checks for the past couple of weeks and really working on these problems. Yeah. Simulcasting has been a pain. It has been a pain. And Flux Rutenberg gets here several hours before the show.
Oh, yeah.
And Aster 6 has to come in, and we sit here and so we didn't touch any of the levels this week.
Nope.
We didn't adjust anything.
Left him alone.
We left them alone from last week, and it sounds
right there.
It sounds good. We did recordings, and it sounded fine.
Oh yeah.
But streaming to YouTube at the same time that we are simulcasting to Freethink Radio, that's a big chunk. That's a big chunk.
Especially with the video added on top.
So I'm looking at getting a new CPU for the Hypercore.
Not a bad deal.
So that's where
why you need to give you money.
That's why we need people to give me money so we can upgrade all of this equipment. And
I
keep
wish
it
we
going.
had. I wish we had a Patreon thing or something where people could donate to stuff like that.
Well, maybe we do, and we'll tell all the kids about that when we come back. Let's see where we are, because we're pretty close in. I think it's time for my favorite part of the show. Yeah. Let's hit the button and see how long it takes.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. Yeah, it's time for Is It a Band?
He's getting so much better. Dr. Fox, he's getting so much better with the cues, right?
Yeah, we've totally nailed it now. Tonight's music from OC Remix. You can catch this all on the torrent at ocremix.org. This is some of my favorite music that I've played since I've been growing up. What do we got here? Peas, tonight's band is...
Yes, tell me.
What was tonight's band, Aster 6?
Tonight's band for Is It a Band is Feeling Horse.
Feeling Horse, HORSE. Correct?
Yes. Like the animal.
So it's sexual in nature.
Yes, absolutely.
It's a sexual pun.
How's that?
It's a sexual pun.
Jesus Christ.
Don't think outside the box. All right, we're gonna pull up. Oh man, so many classics here. Oh, here's a good one.
Yeah, go with that.
We're gonna go with this one, and I'm gonna add it to the playlist, and we're gonna keep the show rolling. So you're listening to Time for the Show, broadcasting live on freethinkradio.com, and we'll be right back with Is It a Band? You're listening to Time for the Show.
We've recorded your IPs. You better come back.
fantastic, elastic journey into wordiness is fervorous, but I can't bear to say a word of this, or my surliness will be hurting like a finesse. I confess, I've been susceptible to duress. I contest, I have long bested the fucking rest, but I'm still chest deep in a test, and in that sense, I've willed myself into cardiac arrest. The fame that's been given me, I abhor. The fame that's long lost now grows me very core. So consider me a forlorn form of apocalypse, and in defense, I'll bury every single metropolis with anonymous heroics. The world's no longer operate. Bitch, there ain't no stopping this, like I'm a former optimist. Prom, it's time, I lit the bomb and started dropping this. Crash course in taxonomist on your false promises.
And now I'm gone and forgotten. Everything inside me rushes to realize I never was anything but a slave to circumstance and bad fortune. It's time to decide. Return to forbearance, a cycle complete. Your invertebrate retreat.
You're listening to Time for the Show, a production of Hypercube Labs. Find out more at hypercubego.com. As always, it's time for my favorite part of the show. It's time for the shout-outs, and we give a weekly shout-out to all of our Patreons at the $5 level and above this week. But it wouldn't be anything without our sponsor, Triology Soaps. So when you're feeling like a disgusting monster or an irrepressible, a gross monster.
Irreprehensible.
I can't get it out tonight, Peas. I just can't get it. Irreprehensible? Irreprehensibly grotesque. Fiend. A disgusting monster.
Yeah.
Then you can clean your filthy hides with Triology Soaps, the only soaps made by actual Yetis. There's that other company, they put a Yeti on the packaging. Not the same thing. These are Yetis forging the soaps with their bare hands. Or Yeti hands, because they're not bears. So find out more and go to packslack.com and order some Triology Soaps today. And then of course our weekly shout-outs,
Don't
which
worry.
we're waiting on the list to come up. Come on,
The
list.
Yeti's hands are always clean because they're touching the soap, so you know that your soap is clean. The only soap that would be at risk from Yeti contamination would really be the first one packaged for the day. Because you see, the rest of the day, the Yetis are handling the soap as they package it. So their hands are already clean, and there's only one contaminated soap. So you'll be fine.
Yeah, and we keep all of those. Those actually have a little extra power to them, if you know what I'm saying.
Big box.
Just a little bit of that
That's
extra.
what I wash my soap with.
So shout out.
We have a new special coming up.
Yeah? What do we got?
I will wash one time. I'll wash one time with the Triology soap, and then I'll send it to you. And so when you wash with it, it'll be like we're washing together in the same shower. And I think that that's going to be a hot new market for Triology soaps, and I'm a proud sponsor
Our
of
new,
their
our new
efforts in that
Peace Soap
direction.
Exchange, the SEX.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Bob South, Dr. Cosmac, Michael Marcus, Trenchy, Scalpod, Couchsloth, Caller 23, Reverend 80 out of Posse X Menord, Long Dead, Brother Other, and Martha Artha, Agent Lloyd, Negative at Night, and Hazel of the Windmills. Thank you, everybody, for supporting Time for the Show. It wouldn't be nearly any of this if it weren't for all of you. All right, we'll close that off. Try and restore a little bit more computational power over to the mainframe as we attempt to push out live here on freethinkradio.com.
Oh, we're pushing.
Thank you, Dr. Ellis and Martha Artha. I was on Saturday night. It was Dr. Fox's emergency chopping block took over Saturday night, and Aster Six and I played a TISM album and talked some crap for a little bit. And we were just talking about how grateful we are for Dr. Ellis and Martha Artha for running the station and giving everybody a chance to do what they're doing. There's a show every night of the week on freethinkradio.com, and we'll be doing Dr. Fox's chopping block after this exclusively on freethinkradio.com. We're going to continue playing some of my selections for the night and talking nasty. Because we did win our content strike. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago. But we got hit with a content strike because Pease told everybody to like stick their head in toilets and suck on them so that would cure their COVID.
I mean, it's not a bad idea.
I didn't.
He's also made like a startling revelation to me the other day that some of these stories. You hear that? That terrible interference. But the show's getting out. The show's getting out, kids.
Wait. So content strike, huh?
Yeah. We got a content strike
So you
because
can't say on the radio.
we can say all kinds of on the radio, but when it comes to talking about when you need to pull in sometimes
Yeah.
the way that the FCC looks at it, like if I was to say, but I meant to, okay, instead of stick it in my, but you can't say pull it out of my, exactly.
Okay. All right. But you can say asshole.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Okay,
like I can call you an asshole.
Yeah.
You are an asshole,
Yeah,
but
for
you
sure.
can't reach around and pull that out of my, exactly.
Okay, yeah. All right,
Exactly.
yeah, there we go.
That's it's disgusting, absolutely disgusting.
Monsters. Disgusting monsters.
Which brings me to my favorite
wonder
part
if
of the
that was
show. I'm not gonna hit the button because I don't know what's gonna happen. It might take a minute for it to come off.
I wonder if that was a band. I wonder if that.
Oh, that's
Feeling
right. We had a
Horse was
band. Tonight's band was Feeling Horse, HORSE, and we're gonna go to Aster Six at the producer's desk. What do you got for us tonight?
So,
Well, we
yeah,
didn't guess.
as many of you have already suspected, Feeling Horse is not a band.
I was sure it was some deep.
It's catching up. Apparently the YouTube stream looks like flashcards right now, but it's
that's
okay because it's an audio show.
Yeah.
It's okay.
But you can do more with audio anyway.
I thought for sure it was a bunch of degens from up north, up country in Canada.
Yeah, that's
Country
what it
band.
made. That's what
I'm-
made sense to me. I was told the stream looks like flashcards, and I'm like, well, that sounds more fun. Like I should start doing drawings and holding them up, and we can make a cartoon as the show goes
do that
on.
every week.
Yeah, I just sit here and draw. That's all these note cards are. It's just a bunch of doodles, just a bunch of terrifying monsters that just haunt me constantly. And I feel like if I get them on the paper, I'll get them out of my brain.
It's that escapism.
That's the idea. Yeah, more, but it's more like fleeing-ism. Yeah, yeah. It's
You might want to go see somebody for that.
it's like terrorism. That's what it's like. It's like being terrorized
God, do I know them.
by isms. Peas, you okay? You seem upset, Peas. You had a lot on your mind before the show.
Yeah, what's going on?
So did
Yeah,
Flux Rutenberg.
yeah.
Like, we were talking about all this stuff that we just needed to save for the show tonight.
Yeah.
Are you hurting, Peas? Is something crushing your soul?
No, I'm good.
Oh, man. That was a little suspenseful.
Yeah, Peas was regaling his tale. There's a weekly group chat for sub geniuses.
Oh.
On what is it, like MSN
Facebook.
Messenger or something like that, or Trillion? I think it's on
Zoom.
Trillion.
Zoom?
And you get into that, and it's a bunch of sub genius talking to each other.
Well,
Which,
you know how that goes.
Yeah, exactly. Who would listen to that? Yeah, it's up to you tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't have the one with the. Do I? Yeah.
I
See,
did- I
it's taking
did.
too long.
Yeah, it's like.
We
I did
lagging.
a good solid
We lagging,
50
yo.
minutes.
Yo.
Send us that money.
Just do it already.
Just do
I
it.
did
It'll
a
make
good-
you feel
I did
better.
A good
I've
solid.
already said
I did a good solid 15 minutes in the call. I thought.
On the phone?
In which one? In the call?
Yeah.
I mean, why waste that much time? Is it really worth it to you?
I
He
did,
was
but
telling,
then
but
I
he
was
was
done.
telling a story
And
that he had
I
told on
made
the
an
show
excuse.
before.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
he was
so
telling
you
like a
did.
life story, and it wasn't one of. He was, in fact, that's where I was getting to earlier, was that like you were telling me something about your stories, that some of the things that you've told me are lies or not lies. Is that what it was coming down? Like everything you've done, all of the stories you've told me, even the ones that are untrue, they're all actually true. Is that correct? Or did you not really poison children and blame your illegal dumping on an invisible Puerto Rican man?
Wow.
You know, I'm not sure I exactly would phrase the stories as they ended like that, but no, like some of the stories are true and some of the stories aren't. The thing that I use as a masterful storyteller is that I put some element of truth in every story. Okay,
like
but
those
if the
odds.
end of the outcome is, did that really happen? No. But, did I really go to 7-Eleven?
But you
I
really didn't
probably
get a
did.
monkey because you don't have a monkey.
No, but I wanted a monkey. See, in that story, I never got the monkey. In that story, the monkey was denied to me. And if you remember, I had a righteous
but you
anger
don't have
about
a
that
monkey
story, and
now.
That story was true.
You never
No, I
got
wished
the
I had a
monkey,
monkey.
which that part is true.
Come on.
But what about
Right.
the rest
But
of
then
the
the rest
story?
of the story turned out that was also true in that particular story.
Wait, I'm lost here. What's going on?
So how many of your stories are true? Are the ones that you've told me that are true, are those really true?
If I tell you at the end the story is true, it really happened the way I told it.
Even the ones that you say didn't happen?
No, well, a part of the one I said didn't happen might have happened.
See, he's picky and he's choosy.
You can't do that.
Tries to work as that's how he doesn't. Yeah, he's not just making up a story. He's trying to trick me. Little kernels of truth
Isn't that the
just
point of the
popping off
game?
the cob of peas.
Ugh.
Peas on the
bad.
cob. Oh man.
Imagine a little
Oh,
peas head.
that would
I'm
be
just
awesome.
so
Don't you
shaken
think
by
that
it.
would be a
I'm
good-
just so
like-
shaken by it.
Why
Are
don't
you
we
excited
have
for
more
X Day,
things on the
Peas?
cob?
You
I
were.
wish we had more things on the cob.
We got enough.
We should
on
have
the
a
cob.
whole planet of things of on the cob stuff.
That's already been done.
I know it. I want to see if someone would catch it there in the studio. Good catch.
Yeah, thanks. I am a 16-year-old high school student who watches Adult Swim constantly.
Yeah,
Whatever.
and you smell bad, and you smoke a bunch of pot.
Pickle Oh, wait, sorry.
Yeah.
Pickle. There we go.
X Day. I can't even believe how excited I am.
See,
for
even Peas is
X-Day,
lagging, because I brought up X-Day like
X-Day.
10 minutes ago.
Yeah, what's...
And he got
X-Day is
vindictive.
gonna be. What do the kids say? It's gonna be off the hook, yo. And that's gonna be good. I think
We really want to
It's
be
gonna
off
be
the
an
chain.
Awesome experience.
We don't really want to use any
Chain.
hooks. We're gonna be off the chain. I think hooks are a bit.
Chains are more PG.
Yeah, exactly. A little bit of chains for everybody, because everybody can grab onto one chain. But if we have to give everyone a hook,
Ooh. That's
first off, yeah, and then we gotta attach it to what? We're gonna have their own chain too, or
yeah. No.
bunch of hooks on one chain, or what?
No, if there was a bunch of hooks on a chain, then it would be off the chain still.
They'd be coming off the chain.
Yeah.
But they
on
would
the
be,
hook,
but they would be on the hook.
they'd be on the hook.
They'd
which
be
is
on
not
the hook,
something
which means if
want.
you were hooked, you'd be off the chain. So maybe we do want that. Do we want hooks and chains?
I think that's the way to
X
go.
Day
On the
25,
chain.
hooks
Thank
and
you.
chains.
Chain.
I think you want both, right? I mean, why not both? That's the motto.
Yeah.
That's this year. That's this year. I ran into a subgenius at the bar yesterday, and we talked Bob for quite a while. And
Did he have any Beaver brand extra creamy horseradish?
He probably
Extra hot?
No, but I think he's in the Rainmakers. So we'll be good. We'll be good. Is that what he said he was in? What was the name of the band he said he was in? He told us.
Wait a minute, isn't the Rainmakers
Feeling
like
Horse?
Stang's favorite fucking band?
I had imbued several alcoholic drinks.
We talked Bob, and we didn't.
Yeah, you
we
did.
don't. He would open up a little bit, and we'd open up a little bit, and then I would stretch it just a little bit. Then he'd go a little more into it.
Rainmakers. Isn't the Rainmakers like Ivan Stang's favorite band?
If they are they from Florida? I can't remember if he said that he was in the. If that would be really funny, yeah, especially if I could get them to come to X Day. But I totally invited him down. I said, well, yeah, we need X. Caller 23 told me he's coming.
'Cause
He
that's
wants
the thing,
30
right?
minutes.
Oh, he's
We got-
doing a thing?
He wants
The
to do a
world
thing.
books.
All right.
Yeah.
It's getting close to where if you don't reach out and try to get your spot, you're not going to get a spot.
We're actually running
I don't
out
know
of
how-
room. We're running out of room.
Where are we at
Both for people. So at people, we're at 40. So we've opened the cap to 65.
Okay.
So that should allow a couple of more groups to come in.
For sure.
If everything stays stable throughout, I would say March,
For sure.
and with vaccinations looking the way that they are,
Yep.
it's looking good.
Congratulations, Peas, again.
Yeah. Peas, you got your vaccination, right?
Yeah, I got my first one, and I'm taking Terrence to get her first one tomorrow.
Awesome.
You got a vaccine, man. You got to get the vaccine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Stang totally Peas.
Think about it. Think about
Peas
it.
has
Here,
guaranteed
let's address
guaranteed
some
that
issues.
Stang and Philo are going to be there,
Nice.
and I think he
let's
said
put this in
said
perspective,
Hal,
right? Let's see if this
Scalpod's going to be
5G
there.
Stuff is true.
Onan's
If
going
all
to
the
be there.
5G
Hazel the
stuff
Windmills
is
is going to
true,
be there.
and you don't get the vaccine,
Peas
you'll be
promises.
sick. So even if it's true, you should still get the vaccine, even with the 5G rumors, because even if that's true, then you gotta have the vaccine to survive. And if it's
You
not
think you
true,
do.
you gotta have the vaccine to survive.
No.
So, I mean, just
well,
take the
zombie
vaccine.
virus that's going to inflict all of humanity in probably about the next 2-3 years.
This is why we had to put the warning on the front of the fucking show, just so we could say
This
this
is
stuff
not- here's
right
the
now.
thing.
That is what's so frustrating about this.
A lot of people,
Ah.
that are alive today did not go to school with a kid who had a leg that was super short and he had a Frankenstein boot on one
What are you
foot
talking about?
with like these mental braces and shit.
What's that, polio?
But when I was a kid growing up, there was one or two of those kids in each class because they recovered from polio. And you guys had never really lived through something that you had to take something to save you, and you watched classmates and friends die from it. And this is the same kind of thing. That's where all this
Millennials.
anti-science, anti-vaccine
entitled.
stuff comes from. It's super ignorance because people have forgotten what it was like to watch their friends in the 2nd grade die or never come back to school.
Yeah, there was a Charlie
'cause they
Brown
got the
special with the kid
measles.
with leukemia. Remember that one? A heartwarming
Ooh.
story.
Yeah, that sounds
Oh,
great, but
wait for
it's people are being
Which
so
every kid
stupid
in a
about
Peanuts
this.
cartoon looks like they have leukemia.
Yeah, they're all bald. They're all talking to a dog.
I'm not getting the vaccine because masks are America and I got freedoms.
The same group of people that insisted children get vaccinated for school are the same people that aren't vaccinating themselves now. Because of freedoms.
Skull Pop's pointing out. It's Smarch in the Hypercom. This week's monthly rotating board is Smarch. So head over to timefortheshow.com and jump on the Discord and
Get your smart.
get your Smarch on. Get a little Smarchy with us. Ouch, that's Smarch.
Well, now it's my
And use,
favorite part of the show.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Oh, I think we're clearing up. I think the tubes are opening up.
okay.
Where
That
we
was
at?
the
What's
best one of the night.
what's your favorite
That was
part
a
of the
good
show?
What is my favorite
Holy
part of the show?
Wow, yeah, you missed your beep there. That's what I'm saying. Everybody has to have like a clicker.
Oh,
When you catch yourself saying something, you can beep it. It's Proving Grounds. It's we're gonna go through the headlines and we are
oh yeah. Let me.
we're gonna see what we can get. That was a little more rambling than I thought. That was
We did
good.
it, though.
We
It was
did
good
it. We
ramble.
totally did it. Good ramble.
Rambling
Good
on.
ramble. What we got? Aster 6.
Okay, so yeah, in the
Mixtape
news
Ramble
this week
Rant.
we've got Switzerland approves ban on face coverings in public.
Switzerland approves ban of face coverings in public.
Yeah.
Halloween sales plummet.
Ugly hookers in red light district move back to back of room. It's okay with enough psychedelic
Thousands from
truffles. Any,
Texas.
can you imagine?
Thousands from
Can you imagine like how easy it
Thousands
is
from
for like the
Texas.
ugly girls in Switzerland? Because if you've got beer goggles, can you think about truffle goggles? You know, taking a bunch of. She was beautiful, man. Like, dude, you made out with like a statuette for like 20 minutes, and even then,
thousands
I'm pretty
of
sure it
Texans
didn't
make plans
consent.
to move to Switzerland.
Yeah, the Swiss. It's probably 'cause
Thousands of Texans make plans to move to Switzerland.
go sharpen your little knives.
They do have good cheese. though.
Yeah, beep or nothing.
No, they really don't. They rip you off, you know, per pound, and it's full of holes. Yeah. Dead air. That's what Swiss cheese is dead air.
So we also have Australia vows to continue criticizing China.
Australia vows to continue criticizing China
Yeah.
or start criticizing China?
No, they have been.
Australia vows to continue criticizing China.
China says Australia is not even real. Find it on a map.
Oh man, those wacky Australians. I'm glad there's somebody over there keeping an eye on them. Those wacky Chinese. They're up to something. They're up to something. I wonder if we're gonna get bleeped for that.
Yeah, probably. But you can't say on the radio.
I can't say that I am a card-carrying member of the party of... on the radio.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Don't do that. But it's
I wonder
okay
if the
now.
Chinese people like that
really,
big pose.
Crocodile Dundee vows to hit every street food market.
Do you
It's a-
think China likes
that's
that
not a
China girl?
chopstick. This is a chop. That's my Australian
That's a
accent. That's my Paul
chopstick.
Hogan for you.
That's not a chopstick. This is a chopstick.
Fid can do it pretty well. He's supposed to be coming back for the big 3-year show. We got another headline.
Yeah. 75% of Japanese citizens don't want foreign fans for the Olympics.
I immediately started thinking of little geisha fans. They didn't want imported fans at the Olympics. That's immediately what I thought of.
Yeah.
Is that racist? Is it time for is it racist?
Fans. It's not even gonna be that hot. Just need a fan at home. A fan here.
We were so close.
Almost made it. He can put it in his apologies.
We're doing so well. Well, here, how about this one? The UK set to ban foie gras.
Foie gras.
Liver pate.
Oh, okay.
Say
We'll
again.
now eat the livers of Frenchmen directly.
They're gonna ban it?
They're gonna ban it.
That sounds nice.
Yeah.
That sounds nice. That's some rough stuff right there. You know, that's what they should show at Alcoholics Anonymous is them harvesting livers from geese for pate.
It's delicious. We can have it in Nevada. It's delicious.
Prairie foie gras.
No, it's like the real stuff. They ship it in from England.
They ship everything in over in Las Vegas.
Yeah, you're in the middle.
What is your natural resource other than just overwhelming depression?
Sand.
Sand.
Gold.
Not anymore. Not with that attitude.
Gold.
We got any more proving grounds?
Oh yeah, I got a bunch.
Individualism.
Let's do one more.
Okay. Young men are giving up on sex to play more video games. UK study finds.
Mountain Dew sales skyrocket. Family planning now moved closer to energy drinks.
UK women relieved they can now go back to embroidering. They weren't all that keen on the sex stuff anyway.
So so gamers are voluntarily going celibate. So we got some vol cells. That's some big news. Yeah, good for you. That's feminism for you right there. See, look how much video games is taking off for you.
Yeah.
All this social pressure and anxiety.
A vol cell goes online and he tells everybody the kind of nines and stuff, and he describes the perfect woman that he would never sleep with.
And he's addicted to solitaire. And that's Proving Grounds, my favorite part of the show.
60-inch TV to play solitaire.
It's time for my favorite part of the show. It's where Peas apologizes. It's Peas Apologies! Peas, take it away.
Well, this is one of those shows that falls on the border of should it be apologized for or should it be meshed in lucite and given away as a major award for other shows of its quality in the future. They might call it Show 362 Award, and everyone would know in the future that was the finest show that was ever done. They had to put it in the lucite. It was so good. But I don't think this show quite meets that high bar of future award status like the Vince Lombardi Trophy. I think this show falls more along the line of when you've bought 4 Subway sandwiches and you're getting your 5th and you know that they're going to click your thing and you can't get the sandwich right then, but the next time you go back, you're going to get like a free sandwich as long as it's not tuna or any of the premium sandwiches that they have sale at that given time for promos. But other than that, it's that kind of show. And for that kind of show, you don't really need to apologize. You just need to explain how the entire sandwich offer works. So that's what we've done tonight. A lot of people thought I was going to apologize for the Japanese fan joke, but I'm not going to do that because I thought it was funny. And if you didn't, well, go fuck yourself. And that's my apology, and I hope you liked our show.
I hope you liked it too. If you did, please remember, if you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell to get notified when I update new videos. If you're on the Patreon, new Dr. Fox's Chopping Block episodes featuring a lot of people was recently posted. There's 2 more of those up. I've got more in the can for you. So you can subscribe to the podcast at timefortheshow.com. We're getting ready to head over to my favorite part of the show, which is Dr. Fox's Chopping Block, and you can only hear that exclusively on freethinkradio.com. This show is brought to you by packslack.com, where you can get all of your cool, eccentric accessories for abnormals. Packslack.com, home of Triology Soaps, Hypercube Labs. Check out our new music section featuring music by Reverend Negative and the Sub G Kids, Anna Barnes, and soon TTN.
TTN, baby.
We're gonna have
it.
we've got a whole bunch of stuff that's gonna be up there. T-shirts are going out this week.